Okay.
Welcome to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba. I'm talking with Michael Harshfield, President and CEO of BLMG Holdings. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Michael. Great to be here.
Give us a background. What is BLMG Holdings?
Sure. BLMG Holdings is really Blackline Land Management Group. That was the original name that kind of has morphed into more of a holding company. We have 5 subsidiaries that reside underneath the holding umbrella. One is Illuminati, which is our energy firm. We have Venture Verde, which is our real estate land management group. We have Zen Zone, which is an IP licensing group. We have Scale Momentum, which is a hemp oil distribution and advisory services group. And we also have NORAD Capital Group. Between those 5, that makes up the holding company in and of itself.
Given the diversity, what is your core ethos?
Our core ethos is really around working with folks that have similar mindset and similar ethics to the way that we operate. We firmly believe that we need to leave our planet in better shape in some way, shape, fashion, or form for our children. And the bottom line is all of the people that work at BLMG all believe in that core piece, which is we need to leave a better place than what we've even inherited from our parents. Excuse me.
When and where did you start the company?
Well, it was interesting because there's a lot of history in that sense. I was spending a lot of time traveling back and forth from where I was living at the time down into the Phoenix area, and I caught up with Matt. And this is about 4.5, 5 years ago. And we started just talking in general about lots of things, sitting out on his back porch, talking about, everything from sustainability to energy to, manufacturing and insurance. I mean, you name it. We covered all the gamuts, but we were talking about things. And what we found was there was a tremendous amount of similarities in our beliefs. And that in and of itself then led to 2 years later, 2 years of me going back and forth, literally, and spending time on his back porch. But 2 years later, spinning up the company, if you will, and beginning from there.
How long have you known your partners?
Interesting. There are 3 main partners to the firm. Myself, Matt, and Rochelle. And the 3 of us actually all attended Hong Kong International School back, I'll just call it 40 years ago. So we go back quite a ways in terms of knowing each other. And just a little side note, and this is kind of ironic, coming full circle, and it was in 1977, Rochelle and I actually won a dance competition at Cotillion in Hong Kong. And here we are 40 years later being in business. So,
speaking of that, where do you do business?
We are in a multitude of places. We're actually a multinational. We have offices in Melbourne, Australia. We also have offices in Chicago. We have offices in Pueblo and also in Denver. But more importantly, the business itself operates broad spectrum. So depending upon which of the subsidiaries we're talking about, the organization may be in just a handful of locations, or it could be literally the world.
Got it. What should people know about BLMG? BMLG, excuse me.
BLMG, probably the core principles of who we are and what we're trying to do. If you really look at what BLMG is going to do, we are taking and really focusing on sustainability. And whether you're talking about manufacturing, whether you're talking about R&D, whether you're talking about agriculture, whether you're talking, even just general office space, between Venture Verde and Illuminati, we're trying to create a situation in which the organizations really symbiotically work together to ensure that we can provide a sustainable way in which people can move forward. And by that, again, meaning taking them off grid if that's what's needed, and or making sure that we incorporate all of the various aspects of sustainability, water management, power, even down to building materials, if you will, where you're looking at greenhouse gas offsets and using those type of different building materials.
Got it. Brilliant. All right, Michael, we're going to end our conversation at this point, but thank you for being our guest on CEO Money.
Thank you very much, Michael. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You've been watching CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Don't forget, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back with more great content for you.